They come from two different worlds. Gia Giudice, the daughter of Bravo's most notorious housewife, and Kody Brown, the patriarch of TLC's most controversial polygamous family. One battlefield brought them together, Special Forces, world's toughest test. And while Gia quietly exposed Kody's weakness as a teammate, back in the sister wives' household, Robyn Brown's refusal to keep sweet revealed fractures in a polygamous dream that was already falling apart. Two stories. Two women. One man at the center of it all. By the end, you'll understand why fans say Kody Brown has finally been exposed from every angle. But what Gia admitted about Kody's teamwork mirrors what Robyn uncovered in his marriages. To get here, we have to rewind. Gia entered Special Forces not for fame, but to prove her strength beyond family drama. Kody entered as a man desperate to control his narrative after fans turned against him. What happened in those trenches revealed more than mud, sweat, or tears. It revealed the truth about Kody Brown's inability to lead, to compromise, or to be part of a team. And back home, Robyn was already making the same discovery inside a marriage, not a military camp.
Not really find enough motivation. I'd get a good hour and a half workout in, and I look at my phone and go, I'm good enough. It was great because
Part 1. What happens when reality TV's most polarizing father, Kody Brown, is thrown into a military-style battlefield and must team up with Bravo royalty, Gia Giudice? Was it teamwork or a total collapse? Now, we dive deep into Special Forces, world's toughest test, where egos, endurance, and emotional scars collide. And trust me, by the end, you'll see why fans are furious, divided, and demanding answers. But what Gia revealed about Kody behind the cameras changes everything. From the start, Gia, the daughter of Real Housewives icon Gia Giudice, walked into the Special Forces camp with determination. She wasn't here for drama, she was here to prove herself. But Kody Brown? The controversial sister wives patriarch, already infamous for his fractured family dynamics, struggled. During challenges, Gia noticed something shocking. Kody wasn't the strongest team player. Yes, the same man who once demanded loyalty and unity from 4 wives, now found himself failing at basic teamwork in the mud, under fire, and under pressure. But Gia insists there was no bad blood, just different approaches. Or was there? Fans couldn't help but connect the dots. Was this just reality TV editing? Or was Kody's inability to work as a team finally exposed on national television? The twist came when Gia publicly opened up, not slamming Kody, but carefully choosing her words. She said, Kody just had a different way of working. He wasn't the strongest team player. But we got through it. There is no drama. No drama? To fans, that silence spoke louder than words. What was left unsaid may be the most explosive part. Online, fans erupted. Sister Wives viewers saw it as proof of Kody's long-standing flaws, controlling, selfish, unwilling to compromise. Meanwhile, Housewives fans praised Gia for her grace, her maturity, her refusal to drag Kody publicly. The backlash was immediate. Posts went viral. Gia said what all of Christine, Janelle, and Meri couldn't. This is the real Kody Brown, exposed without TLC editing. And others asked, if he can't be a team player here, was he ever a team player at home? But here's the deeper question. Was Gia protecting her brand, avoiding reality TV feuds? or carefully dropping a subtle bombshell about Kody's true character? In the end, Special Forces wasn't just mud runs and screaming drills. It became a mirror reflecting Kody's struggles with unity and Gia's quiet strength. To some, it was just TV. But to millions of fans, it was the final confirmation of what they've felt for years. Kody Brown doesn't play well with others. And Gia Giudice? She walked away with dignity and the respect of women across America. So, was Gia holding back a bigger story? Did she just outsmart reality TV politics by exposing Kody without ever attacking him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want the FUL breakdown of Kody's downfall on Sister Wives, Part 2. She was different. While the other sister wives lived by an unspoken rule, keep sweet, stay silent, put the family first, Robyn Brown broke the mold. She spoke up. She showed emotion. She put her own needs on the table. And in doing so, she exposed the cracks at the very core of Kody Brown's polygamous dream. Was Robyn the problem? Or the truth teller this family never wanted? By the end, you'll see why fans call her both the villain and the only honest voice in the Brown family. To understand Robyn, we need to understand the keep sweet culture, a phrase tied to fundamentalist polygamous groups, teaching women to suppress anger, pain, or individuality. Meri, Janelle, and Christine played their roles. They sacrificed. They smiled. They stayed quiet, even when their hearts were breaking. But Robyn? From the moment she entered the family in 2010, she broke that silence. She cried openly on camera. She told Kody what she wanted, even when it clashed with the other wives. She demanded fairness, but also admitted she couldn't handle the same sacrifices. Some saw her as brave. Others saw her as selfish. But everyone agreed, Robyn was not like the other sister wives. And this difference, this refusal to keep sweet, made her both Kody's favorite and the other wives' enemy. Christine often hinted at the imbalance. Janelle admitted she felt overlooked. Meri stayed silent, but her pain was written across her face. And through it all, Robyn stood firm, speaking her truth, even as the family crumbled. The climax of this story came as the family fell apart. Christine left. Janelle distanced herself. Meri was abandoned. And fans asked, was it Robyn's refusal to keep sweet that tore the family down? Or was it her honesty that finally forced the truth into the open? Here's the twist. By breaking the silence, Robyn may have revealed what the others were too afraid to admit, that polygamy was never sustainable. That keeping sweet wasn't strength, it was suppression. But fans didn't forgive her. They turned on her. Online, the backlash was brutal. Viewers accused Robyn of weaponizing her tears. Some called her manipulative. Others said she destroyed sister wives by making herself the center of attention. Comments went viral. Robyn cried her way to the top wife spot. She never wanted sisterhood, only Kody. She broke the code and ruined the family. But a smaller, louder group of fans defended her. Why should Robyn be hated for saying what Meri, Janelle, and Christine were too scared to say? She didn't break the family. The system did. So was Robyn the villain, or the woman who shattered the illusion of perfect polygamy? In the end, Robyn Brown's story is more than reality TV drama. It's about what happens when one woman refuses to smile through her suffering. Yes, she broke the keep sweet rule. Yes, it caused conflict. But maybe, just maybe, she was the only one honest enough to admit polygamy was breaking them all. Villain or truth-teller? Manipulator or survivor? The answer depends on who you ask. But one thing is certain, Robyn's refusal to keep sweet made her unforgettable and changed sister wives forever. So what do you think? Was Robyn selfish? Or the only wife brave enough to say what needed to be said? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want the inside story on Christine's dramatic exit, let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. On Special Forces, Gia made it clear Kody wasn't the strongest team player. He resisted group decisions. He struggled under pressure. And he clashed with the very concept of shared sacrifice. It wasn't drama, it was pattern. The same pattern Sister Wives fans had seen for over a decade. What Gia witnessed in days, Christine, Janelle, and Meri had lived for years. This brings us to the keep sweet rule, an unwritten code for wives in polygamous households. Smile. Stay silent. Put the family above yourself. Meri lived it. Janelle endured it. Christine broke under it. But Robyn? Robyn rejected it. She cried openly. She voiced her needs. She told Kody she couldn't survive if her individuality was erased. And in doing so, she became his favorite and the other wives' scapegoat. So while Gia saw Kody's weakness in mud trenches, Robyn was watching the same weakness destroy a family from within. Legal scholars have noted how the keep sweet culture often silences women in plural marriages, reinforcing power imbalances. Polygamy survivors have testified in court about the psychological toll of forced silence. Robyn's refusal to conform wasn't just a personality clash. It was rebellion against decades of conditioning in families like Kody's. But rebellion has a cost. And fans made her pay for it. The climax of both stories arrives here. On Special Forces, Gia's calm but sharp words cut deeper than any insult. Kody wasn't the strongest team player. On Sister Wives, Robyn's tears and demands made one truth clear. Kody couldn't handle real teamwork at home either. The twist? Two women from two different worlds, one in combat boots, one in polygamy skirts, both exposed to the same flaw. Kody Brown cannot thrive in true partnership. But instead of sympathy, fans turned their fury on Robyn. On Reddit, one viral post read, "Gia lasted days with him and saw what the wives lived for decades." On Facebook, Robyn wasn't wrong. She was punished for being the only honest wife. On YouTube, she weaponized her tears. She knew Kody would bend for her. The community was divided. Was Robyn selfish or simply refusing to drown in silence? And Gia? Her choice of words showed maturity far beyond her years. She didn't drag Kody. She didn't fuel feuds. She simply stated what millions of Sister Wives fans had felt for years. Gia didn't need to attack him. She let the truth speak for itself. In the end, both Gia and Robyn pulled back the curtain. Gia showed the world that Kody, stripped of TLC editing, struggles with real teamwork. Robyn showed that refusing to keep sweet in a broken system reveals just how fragile polygamy really is. Two women. Two truths. One man, exposed twice. Before Gia ever faced the mud trenches of special forces, she had already survived another battlefield, reality TV. As the daughter of Teresa and Gia Giudice, Gia grew up in the middle of Bravo's most explosive scandals. She watched her father serve prison time, her mother flip tables on national television, and her family's private pain turned into headlines. So when Gia looked at Kody Brown struggling in teamwork drills, fans couldn't help but draw parallels. Gia had lived through a man's downfall before, and this time, she wasn't afraid to call it out. Was Gia's calm remark about Kody actually shaped by years of watching her own father's public collapse? Robyn didn't enter the Brown family as a blank slate. She came from her own failed marriage, carrying both wounds and wisdom. When she met Kody, she vowed not to lose her voice again. She knew what silence had cost her before. And that is why she refused to follow the keep sweet rule. She wasn't just rebelling against polygamy tradition, she was fighting to keep the independence she had nearly lost in her past life. So was Robyn's refusal selfish or simply survival? In season 6, Christine admitted she felt invisible as Kody prioritized Robyn. In season 10, Janelle quietly confessed she had learned to suck it up for the sake of peace. And in season 17, Meri admitted Kody hadn't considered her a wife for years. These weren't isolated confessions. They were evidence proof that the keep sweet rule was silently destroying the other wives, while Robyn's open emotions highlighted the double standard. The same imbalance Gia spotted in days, Christine, Janelle, and Meri endured for decades. The phrase keep sweet didn't begin with sister wives. It traces back to the FLDS, the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, where leaders like Warren Jeffs told women to smile through pain, never argue, never resist. Legal battles in Utah and beyond have exposed the dangers of that culture. In 2020, Utah reduced polygamy from a felony to an infraction, sparking debates about whether decriminalization empowers women or traps them further. Robyn's refusal to conform wasn't just about one marriage. It tapped into a much larger debate about women's rights, religion, and the law. Was Robyn the rebel inside a crumbling system, or the reminder that silence has never truly protected women? On Reddit, fans speculate that Robyn's tears weren't weakness at all, they were strategy. Some believe she positioned herself as the legal wife from the very start, securing Kody's loyalty while the others were left behind. Others argue Gia's quiet exposure of Kody's weakness on special forces was the most polite version of what Christine screamed during her exit. Fan theories paint Robyn as the mastermind, Gia as the witness, and Kody as the man whose image is finally catching up to reality. But here's the chilling question. Did Robyn win by refusing to keep sweet, or did she inherit a broken crown? Gia's career is just beginning. Fans are already asking if Bravo will bring her back for a new Housewives spin-off. Meanwhile, Sister Wives fans predict the show can't survive much longer. Christine has moved on. Janelle is independent. Meri is gone. And Kody? He's left clinging to Robyn, the only wife who refused to play by the rules. The question now is not if the family is broken, but whether Robyn can handle the weight of being Kody's last ally. And in our next investigation, we'll reveal why Christine's exit wasn't just personal. It was the death blow to Kody's entire empire. So what do you think? Was Gia Giudice quietly calling out the same flaws Christine, Janelle, and Meri suffered under? Was Robyn Brown selfish? Or was she the only wife brave enough to break silence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you believe polygamy was doomed long before Robyn arrived.